cyane nk'uko bivuze mu by'ukuri uyu mushinga uraza wubakira ku bufatanye bwari busanzwe hagati ya leta y'u Rwanda na leta ya Israel ku bijyanye no gufasha abaturage kubona imbuto nziza binyuze muri tekinoloji zamaze gutera imbere hari mu gihugu cya Israel mu ikubitiro, ariko ubu ngubu nk'uko wari ubivuze uyu mushinga ugiye kudufasha kubona tekinoloji zo hirya no hino ku isi, kubera ko tugiye gukoresha amoko y'imboga, ibinyamisogwe ndetse n'ibinyampeke aturutse mu makampani atandukanye ku isi yose, binyuze mu bufatanye n'iki kigo cya ISF, International Seed Federation, ari nacyo kidutera inkunga muri uyu mushinga. Noneho bikadufasha kugerageza ayo moko atandukanye kandi agira umusaruro mwiza cyane, ku buryo tuyageragereza hano mu gihugu, ari ay'imboga, ari ay'ibinyamisogwe, pulses and oil crops, ndetse n'aya cereals. Bikazatuma rero abahinzi bacu bagira amahirwe yo kubona imbuto y'amoko meza ishobora gutanga umusaruro mwinshi, kandi igatuma bagira inyungu mu byo baba bashoye. By'umwihariko navuga ko nko ku mboga cyane cyane bijyanye na gahunda yo guteza imbere urwego rwa hospitality mu Rwanda, amahoteli na serivisi, bakenerwa rero imboga nyinshi kandi nziza z'ubwoko bwiza, ariko hagakenerwa n'umusaruro mwiza wazo kandi uhoraho. Ibi rero bizadufasha kugira ngo tutume abahinzi bacu babona ibyo baheraho bahinga imbuto nziza kandi zitanga umusaruro, bigatuma babigiramo inyungu, ariko n'urwego rwa serivisi n'amahoteli rukabona ibyo bakenera bihagije. Turatekereza ko rero ubufatanye mu by'ukuri buzagura inyungu twagiraga mu bijyanye no guhererekanya tekinoloji hagati ya leta y'u Rwanda ndetse n'iya Israel, ku buryo mu gihe cy'imyaka 5 amoko menshi dutekereza ko azaba amaze gusakara mu Rwanda, kandi tukubakira kuri ibyo tugakomeza gufatanya, kuko nyuma yabyo turateganya ko ibyo bigo bicuruza kandi bikanakora imbuto bizaza gukorera mu Rwanda, ndetse nk'uko nyakubahwa minisitiri yari yabigaragaje mu nama tuvuyemo ihuza abakora mu rwego rw'imbuto, bikazatuma tugira urwego rw'imbuto ku bihingwa by'imboga cyane cyane bikorerwa mu gihugu, ku buryo dushobora kugira urwego rwo kwihaza nk'uko tubifite mu binyampeke kugeza ubu twajyaga dukura hanze, ariko kugeza ubu dukorera mu gihugu, abahinzi bakabona imbuto yose bakenera kandi ikorewe mu gihugu n'abandi bahinzi bagenzi babo.
I'm a plant breeder. I'm from Israel. Been working for the seed industry for all my career until I joined Plannet. And Plannet is an NGO, non-profit organization from Israel, working in Africa for 11 years, in Ethiopia, and then the last 5 years also in Tanzania. And from today we are also working in Rwanda. The idea is to capacitate smallholder farmers in production of, up until now it was vegetables, but now we will go further and try to capacitate them and bring them genetic material and technologies. You know, we bring genetic material from all over the world, but the technology comes from Israel. Everything was developed in Israel. The know-how that was developed in Israel can be easily transferred here and help smallholder farmers produce much better yields of vegetables, of cereals, of potatoes. This is what we do. It is in collaboration with the ISF, the International Seed Companies, the International Seed Federation, with many seed companies. We have like 5 seed companies already engaged, but more are coming. They want to try their material here, and if it's good for Rwanda, they will commercialize it and sell it. And it is also in collaboration with RAB and Minagri, our local partners in Rwanda. Fertilizers are a major problem now with all the problems in the Ukraine. Cost of fertilizer is high. Crop protection chemicals are very expensive. And it's not only that, we heard yesterday that a smallholder farmer will maximum go 5 kilometers to get his or her inputs, no more. So even though Rwanda is small, the reach is not all over. So when you go to the small villages, not in all of them you can get inputs for agriculture. And this is the main thing, knowledge and inputs. Yes. And this is what we are trying to bring the knowledge, to capacitate farmers. We go to the villages, we train, in the villages we train lead farmers in many villages. We did it in Ethiopia with thousands of lead farmers, and they will convey the technology and the know-how to the neighbors. We also work with the local training facilities. In Ethiopia there is a good governmental one we don't know about here, but I know that RAB is into extension services, and we will work with RAB to capacitate all the trainers because we are visitors. For Plannet, we are here for 5-10 years, but the know-how should stay forever. And if we are not going to capacitate trainers and farmers, we shouldn't be here. So this is what we are going to do. We will start here with the variety trials to find the good technologies, and then we go to the villages to train farmers. The project is a 5-year project. We start today, so we will meet again. Well, we start with vegetables, and in vegetables the most important are tomatoes, sweet peppers, hot peppers, onions, cabbages, carrots. These are your salads. So this is number one. We will start here, but we know there's a lot of production up in the north of vegetables. Then later we will go into potatoes, and this will be in the north. And the next stage will be field crops like, I don't know if maize. Maize is doing fine in Rwanda, but sorghum, wheat are still in big need. And this will probably be done in the south and in the east. So we are going to be all over.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. And first of all, perhaps one quick word. The International Seed Federation is representing over 8,000 seed companies around the world from 80 countries. We had just finished last week the UN Food Systems Summit on transforming food systems, and we know also one of the major issues is still food insecurity and nutrition insecurity also in Africa. And at the same time we know also private seed sector is not present at the level it should probably be present in Africa. There's no really vibrant seed sector except in some parts in Africa like South Africa or a little bit Kenya, but in the rest it's still somehow in the starting approach. And we get a sense of we need to do more also as International Seed Federation with partners to support the private sector, but it's not to support the private sector, just to also improve seed choice for farmers. And this also in Rwanda. When I'm saying seed choice for farmers, we know in Rwanda 77% of all the farmers have less than 0.4 hectares of earth, and we clearly see that they have no access to improved varieties, vegetables, corns or others. And therefore we see here a huge opportunity to come here with seeds, to test seeds, to trial seeds, to get an understanding if the seeds are flying here in this climatic in Rwanda, and then to work together with the farmers to build this take up and scale up of improved varieties for farmers. That means we see huge potential here to empower farmers in Rwanda to increase food and nutrition security. For us, the priority, what we are looking for is to build a win-win situation. That means a win situation for the farmer. We know improved varieties are more expensive than OPV or other varieties provided can be by authorities. But at the same time, we know exactly the added value also of improved variety. That means you get higher yield. What means higher yield? Means increased income, increased livelihood. That means what we are looking for is to build a win situation, sustainable business model for smallholder farmers. And we are convinced even the smallholder subsistence farmers, which a small plot, by using improved varieties can increase income. And at the same time, this is building somehow also the win situation for the private sector by selling improved varieties. That means we can only sell improved varieties if it makes sense also economical sense for the smallholder farmer. Economical sense means also a sense of its added value to the challenges the farmer is facing day in, day out on the ground. And like this, it's about sustainable business model, win-win situation for farmers and for the private sector.